Hello everybody, Briefcase here again, and bringing you to the third game of this series. Team Liquid versus Absolute Legends, we're tied 1-1. Now Team Liquid being, Radiant again? Jeez, my mind just left me for just a second there. But so far, some really good games. The second one, incredibly quick, almost a stomp. Team Liquid could not deal with Absolute Legends. Strong push and team fight comparatively.
Remaining.
Yeah, and the first game, of course, going to Team Liquid, where Absolute Legends just couldn't deal with the amount of strong team fights that Team Liquid could push out. Gyrocopter being banned again really is just like the new metagame as far as the pro circuit is concerned. Everybody wanting to play Gyrocopter. He's strong. He has a good stun that they don't need to scale well. It can be very annoying. Nyx, of course, also being banned right now, is also usually banned. Very rarely get to see him played. But like I was saying, Gyrocopter, very strong stun. Rocket Barrage, very good early game. Can just absolutely destroy anybody within the first 5-10 minutes itself. And then if the game does go that late, Gyrocopter's flat cannon
5 seconds
can
remaining.
just decimate an entire team. Really hard to get around it.
Reserve time.
Actually gives them the longest range in the game for those 6 shots. So can be pretty scary when he does get to be really big. Batrider being banned by Team Liquid, seeing just how good Absolute Legends can use him last game and just how scary he can be. A lot of the kills last game set up by Batrider, blinking in, getting that lasso and pulling him all the way back. Just overall a very strong hero. In fact, I think right now, I think I might have mentioned this on a previous video, but I think right now his flying vision is actually, I shouldn't say bugged, but is much larger than it was in Dota 1, and therefore is actually stronger than he ever was in Dota 1, I think. Cupid's Light being banned by Absolute Legends, seeing just how strong Team Liquid is with him in that first game. There it is, Wisp, who wasn't banned. It seems like these 5 heroes, Wisp, Gyrocopter, Batrider, Keeper of the Light, and Nyx, who out of those 5, 4 will always be banned first. And whichever one isn't, just always seems to be the first pick. I'm wondering to see what Team Liquid's going to be doing with Wisp now. Maybe they'll go for kind of a global fight. I've seen that in a few games, not Team Liquid specifically, because I haven't watched too many of their games. But I've seen some pretty big global type teams go on. They have Wisp, they have Silencer, they have Prophet. They go for pretty much any global they can get their hands on except Zeus. Although I have seen Zeus in more recent play, and I can understand why. He's quite strong if you think about his passive ability to just knock down percentages of health. Absolute Legends picking up Magnus, picking up Rubik as well. Very strong heroes. If Rubik was so inclined, could actually steal Wisp teleport. Not that that would matter at all because he can't tether, but just very strong, versatile heroes in themselves. Magnus can go carry if he really needs to. Reverse Polarity, one of the strongest ults in the entire game. Team Liquid going that classic Wisp Chaos Knight combo that I actually haven't seen in ages.
5 seconds remaining.
And of course ages in Dota is like a month or so, but in the same breath, haven't seen it in quite a while. Wisp does not get picked up too often because he's usually banned. But there it is, the Wisp Chaos Knight combo. Wondering to see if they'll be going more globals, like I mentioned, kind of more mobility, but that Wisp Chaos Knight combo can just be so devastating and really puts, the best way I can say it, the fear of God in Absolute Legends. They can't move out ever unless they're in a group or they have some sort of gank or trap set. And it really limits where Absolute Legends is going to be able to go and how safe they feel in any lane ever. Because it's one of the reasons that Wisp and Chaos Knight is so good, and why, of course, Wisp with any stunner is very good at just getting behind people and ganking them and then just shooping away and just feeding those carries with stuns. One of the reasons that Chaos Knight is so strong is with his, what is it called? Reality Rift? What it actually does is puts Chaos Knight, I believe, through the target, or puts him behind the target, and that guarantees a Wisp stun. And with that, he doesn't need to worry about using his stun first. He can just teleport in, Reality Rift, Wisp gets the stun off, and then it's just a matter of stacking it, and then it's kind of a guaranteed 4-second stun, because I believe Wisp's tether goes up to 2. Yeah, it does, indeed. But I've waxed on long enough about that. Wisp and Chaos Knight, very good combo. Clockwork, hanging out, getting picked up by Team Liquid, good at initiating, very mobile as well. Team Liquid now banning Lifestealer, seeing what Absolute Legends can do with them. Not to mention how much they seem to be favoring that Lifestealer. You've seen him a lot in more recent plays in the pro scene now, but banning Lifestealer, not wanting to give Absolute Legends the carry they probably wanted. Absolute Legends getting rid of Storm Spirit. Looks like yeah, kind of getting rid of the mobility. Storm Spirit isn't as scary to me as pretty much any other hero. I always find him, I guess the best way I can describe it is I'm terrible with him, and everybody else seems to be great. I've never been able to wrap my head around people live with him when he has such a low HP pool. I guess it comes down to really good positioning and knowing when to ult away and when to actually ult in. But I see a lot of people either failing with him or being amazing. As long as they're against me, they're amazing. Team Liquid banning Enchantress, not 100% sure why. Could be because her ult can really slow down Chaos Knight and can really stop him from getting her really amazing slow. Can really stop him from getting the kills that he needs and that sort of thing. Absolute Legends banning Puck. Of course, strong hero, good mid. They're probably sending Magnus mid, and they don't want someone like Puck there to stop him. With the silence, can really screw over any combos they want to do. Team Liquid banning Chen, seeing what he could do last game. Also, I didn't mention this yet because it's self-explanatory, but Absolute Legends picking up Nature's Prophet. Not really a counter to Wisp. Wisp Chaos Knight, maybe picking him up just so Team Liquid wouldn't. But in the same breath, when Wisp and Chaos Knight split push, or when they go in, Prophet can go in and help as well and try to counter that, or at the very least, kind of go on par, go tit for tat with him. Not to mention, he can split push when he needs to. Will kind of alleviate a little bit of the constant push factor that I think Wisp, Chaos Knight, and especially Clockwork will do with Rocket Barrage. Nature's Prophet's ult will just keep everything kind of pushed away from the towers, hopefully, I think is what they're going for as well.
Reserve time.
Not Absolute Legends, not really sure who to ban at the moment. Team Liquid has a great carry, a good support to go with it that they're always going to be holding hands with. Absolute Legends banning Queen of Pain, I guess not wanting their team, not wanting Team Liquid to be really mobile and have a really good mid against them. Interested to see who Liquid will pick now. They're still quite mobile. Clockwork is very good at initiating. Chaos Knight can be incredibly good with Wisp, especially. Wisp CK combo. Interested to see who they'll go. Not to say that they really need him. Shadow Fiend can be an incredibly strong hero. With his Necro Mastery. Is it? Yes! Called that one. Boom! Max Souls 36, damage per soul 2. Can have an easy 72... Yeah, I think 72 damage. Gets a free relic, essentially. And that combined with Requiem of Souls can just do a massive amount of damage. How much damage can he actually do? Let's do a little math, shall we? Because math is cool. Max Souls, 36.
5
Boom.
seconds remaining.
2 souls. Throw by closest enemy units are hit by the hardest. Recommends a 1 second.
Reserve time.
Damage 80. So it looks like you can do 160 times 18. That seems like too much. 2,000 or so damage, it looks like, which is, oh my god, it's a bit ludicrous if it gets right down to it. Absolute Legends, doesn't look like they know who they're picking. Hard to say, though, especially against this lineup. You don't want somebody... All of your heroes want at least some way to get away from Wisp CK, although it seems really hard. Especially Lifestealer, they probably would have wanted to get Lifestealer back in on this, because he's not so terrified of Wisp Chaos Knight. Bounty Hunter,
Radiant
very
team
good
pick.
off lane. They're probably looking for a good off lane. Clockwork is probably going to be Team Liquid's off lane. CK Wisp, of course, getting the safe lane, getting as much farm as they can, and then just roaming with that Wisp ult, and then probably going right back to farming as much as they can. Bounty Hunter, of course, very good at ganking. In a game where Team Liquid is probably going to be picking off heroes left and right with Wisp and Chaos Knight, all things depending. Bounty Hunter
10
can
seconds
be
remaining.
the equalizer for Absolute Legends, because then when they do trade, maybe
5
one hero
seconds
for one hero,
remaining.
2 for 1, that sort of thing. Bounty's track gold that he'll get, as well as his team will get, might
Reserve
just be
time.
the difference and might swing it into at least even territory for Absolute Legends, depending on how many kills Wisp and Chaos Knight get, because obviously they're gonna run together. Ooh, Team Liquid picking up a
Dire team
Visage, or Visage, as he says. I love this hero. I'm terrible with him, because I'm not very good at micromanaging units. Or I shouldn't say I'm terrible. Much better than I am with him than I am with Chen, is how I should say it. But, what is his, what's it? Soul Assumption can just be so strong. 4-second cooldown, can do, I'm pretty damn sure, about 300 damage. It is
10
magical, of
seconds
course, so the
remaining.
normal magical immunity will down, but the range on it, I
5
think, is
seconds
really,
remaining.
yeah, there's 13, almost 1400 range. It's like a weird tiny snipe almost, whenever he needs it, and in any team fight, it's doing max damage anyways. So only 16 seconds left for Absolute Legends, really going down to the wire to pick who they're going to go up against as far as
10
Visage is
seconds
concerned,
remaining.
or Visage. Gravekeeper's Cloak used to be better, in my opinion, not as
5
good anymore. It
seconds
doesn't give him
remaining.
what it used to. That's okay. Juggernaut being picked up. I guess they didn't have a straight up carry, and Juggernaut is one of the stronger ones. Unicorn always being the carry. It looks like that's the way they've practiced. That's the way they want to keep it. Liquid going Chaos Knight. I believe he was, I think he was Magnus one game. I don't remember. I'm not going to try to recall who they were in previous games. Rise going Rubik this time. Seems to be a very good utility player. Miguel, Nature's Prophet. Bounty is Mania. Miracle is Magnus. Ooh, Miracle Magnus. That's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Karok, Shadow Fiend. Clockwork is Bulba, just like last time. I knew he was last time. Chaos Knight, TC. Mike is Wisp, which only leaves one more for Visage. Oh man, can my brain remember? Can I remember? We got Mike, you got
10
TC, you got
seconds
Bulba, you got
remaining.
Karok. Doesn't matter. It's going to show up in the next few seconds anyway, and I won't have to
5
feel so
seconds
foolish.
remaining.
Who was it? I need to know. Visage is Fluff. Ah, of course it was Fluff. Oh well, getting those early sentries already.
Do it with
Sending out that rocket. Maybe
Prepare
just
for
seeing who's
battle.
going to be going bot, who they're going to be going up against. Seeing if they, or just sending in a Roshan, because why not, I guess. Miguel hanging out, getting his branches. Looks like he's probably going to be going wand, but I could be wrong. Looks, 4 branches. I could just be incredibly wrong. But probably going to be jungling as Prophet. Seems like the thing to do when you get that many clarities. It's not really a good not really good lane in spec. Ooh, some good luck, have funs. The first ones of this series. I've been able to see good luck, USA. Good stuff.
Come to me.
Getting that vision isn't really trying to block the camp. I'm absolutely certain that
30
doesn't block a
seconds to
damn
battle.
thing. Rise there, seeing if he can't plant there, but he sees Team Liquid hanging around. They know that they're there. Doesn't want to get caught out, this Rise. Putting down some vision, getting some vision. Ooh, I don't see that ward spot used that much, but I guess combined with this one, they have all the vision of the world. They're going to have this nice long line. They're going to protect, I guess that they're sending Bulba bottom.
The battle begins.
Oh, is he going to be able to deny the rune with these? Doesn't matter. Visage is getting the invisibility, and now with that, Juggernaut, Unicorn, as well as Rubik, going to be really scared to move out. Unicorn going Stout Shield, Poor Man Shield is, it's such a good item on pretty much any carry nowadays. Pretty much any melee hero even, it seems to be worth to get. Korok going mid doesn't look like he's going for an early bottle, which I assume Miracle is. Yes, he is indeed. Korok probably going for that, what's Wraithband into? Ring of Aquila, I think? Probably trying to get a little bit of damage early. That's cool. Ooh, Bounty Hunter doing a little interesting thing, pulling the first wave, maybe trying to just get a little bit of damage, maybe hurt Bulba a bit. Knows that he can't go up against him. Unicorn trying to farm top, of course. TC up top as well, trying to deny. Can't get it on that one. Can't get it on that one either. Misses it up, getting hurt a little bit. Rubik might have gone for a teleport there. Or not teleport, telekinesis, throw him into the tower, get a little bit of damage on him. Doesn't matter. He's Ash waiting in the wings, not invisible anymore. Stunning him, doesn't matter. Ooh, Rise getting thrown out a little bit. Isn't getting spun, getting hurt. TC gets stunned, and first one goes to Wisp, oddly enough. Good one, Skywarp. You received a prize for witnessing First Blood. Nice one, buddy. Bulba up against Mania, both very good offlaners. Mania, though, does not have the regen that Bulba is usually going to go for. Maybe go for Vanguard or Ring of Health or just rings in general. Fluff just cutting down trees so we can get those hits on Unicorn from the tree line as well. Mag, do you have bottle yet? It's coming, buddy. Korok hanging out, getting some good farm mid. And of course, Miguel hanging out and just farming the trees as much as possible. There it is, like I mentioned, in the way coming back. Blink, it goes behind him. Liquid Fluff is just waiting to use a soul shumps, and there it is. Unicorn not gonna get away. Big stun. TC already getting part of 2 kills. Rise isn't gonna be able to drop him down, and with that, Fluff and the 3 top are just decimating up top. Not to mention that it's their carries. Miracle though, Miracle Magnus using that bottle. Korok going top. I'm pretty sure he knows it's double damage. Doesn't have a bottle himself, but doesn't want to let Magnus get it. Of course. Fluff is just hanging out in the wings, trying to get enough mana for Soul Assumption, I assume. Does a lot. But like I was saying down here, Mania versus Bulba, both good things. Shadow Fiend bottle. Oh, gets his bottle now. Now he wanted it. Just wait until he could get that bottle finally to double damage it. Unicorn spin and all of that in the world is not helping him against this team. 1 stun, has to spin, just waits for the 2nd stun, and Soul Assumption's going to be there. Mania, though, like I was saying, Bounty Hunter versus Clockwork, very good, but Clockwork going to have probably a lot more regen, getting bottle, a lot more regen than Mania, and with so many rockets, rocket flares, it might send him back, or it might send him packing a little bit. Unicorn doing fine, up top, getting killed a little bit, of course. TC hanging out. Just so hard to counter this Wisp CK combo, and with Fluff here to add that little bit extra damage can be all the difference. Liquid sending in. Ooh, TC getting caught out, being spun to death. Bad plays. Unfortunate for Mike. Doesn't matter. Fluff slowing him down. Rise telekinesis is on cooldown. Nice telekinesis earlier by Rise, though, interrupting that phase shift by CK. Really lovely. It is phase shift. Reality Rift, god damn it. Okay, I'm thinking Puck. Unicorn getting slowed down, big stun, there it is, 3 seconds, he will fall, there's nothing he can do. Soul Shumpson's there to clean it up. That's the thing, is what a great ability to just get somebody who thinks he's out of range. Look at the range of this, it's massive as well. Miracle hanging out, does not want to go up against double damage Shadow Fiend, only level 5, was doing 150 damage right then. Bounty Hunter trying to harass Bulba as much as possible, but with this bottle, and still has much more regen than Bulba, or not Bulba, Mania. Bulba with way more regen. Miracle does not have reverse polarity, only has skewer, might have been trying to skewer him up into that, but not really gonna do too much. Wisp with CK top, doing fine. Rise, what did Rise do? Pull in effectively, I suppose. Miguel hanging out, being a little risque. If anybody even sees him in there, could be curtains. Miracle Magnus bottling that invisibility rune. Bounty Hunter Mania doing fine against Bulba, only has a little bit of a bottle left, being able to, is not using any of his mana actually, is not terribly scared of shadow walking, or has not had a shadow walk or anything yet. Bulba using up his flask way higher now than Mania. If Bulba can get a few hits on him, he knows it. He might be able to rocket flare him to death with only 120 damage. Still though, it is magic and will only result in what, 25 I think. Although he is level 6, 1 hook shot plus 1 rocket flare will be enough to put the end of Mania. They're getting flasking, realizing that if he does get hit, he's gonna go down. Shadow walking in. Seeing he can't hit Bulba a little bit. There it is. Has cogs though, and has enough to maybe do it. Oh, Miguel porting in now. Battery assault, annoyingly enough, always goes out of the corner one, so that you have to get You have to get hit by it. And with that, a level 1 shuriken toss is gonna end it. Have not been paying attention up top, that's okay. Invisible, Miracle Magnus has reverse polarity. Could be some massive plays right now. But a sentry is there. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna get caught out. And with that, Miracle Magnus falls to Fluffy, Fluffy Visage. Oh man, name play is great. Okay, let's see. Who texted me? Doesn't matter, nobody. There's a new email. Unicorn is there, wanting to spin to victory, but he can't do anything at the moment. He knows he'll get caught out. TC has all the mana in the world. A possibility of a 4-second stun now. And that would that's just the end of anybody who gets hit by that at the moment. Kurok just hanging out. Has a regen rune, is not terribly scared. Miguel faking the port in. Now he knows that Kurok's running away. Now he's gonna port in. He's gonna, doesn't look like, reverse polarity just to get Kurok. He can't regen rune away. It doesn't matter, but here comes CK and Wisp. There's no ult, and this might be a little bit of a misplay. CK might fall this. Although, there it is. Unicorn running in, using his ult. Does he have enough for spin? He doesn't. He needs 4 more. Liquid is just trying to port away. Can't get away. And with that, Liquid melts. Absolutely melts to AL. Absolute Legends. God. Flubbed that one. So sorry, everybody. Bounty hanging around. Bulba's there, getting that rocket flare on him, just doing a little bit of damage, but Bulba's still doing fine. He is level 8. You think he might roam a little bit more now that he actually has track, but he doesn't have, I say, the mana to do it. Has gotten Tranquil Boots so he can stay in lane and farm a little bit more against Bulba. Because those rocket flares, despite them not being the ones level up, will really eat away at a bounty hunter's life. They don't do too much. Wisp is not level 6 yet. Was wondering if he would be. It's a-okay though, he's not. Miguel can cast his Wrath of Nature whenever he wants, getting a little bit of farm. Very, very good at making money, that hero. There he is. Looks like they're gonna go on Kurok again. Only has regen though. He sees him, he knows he's there. He's gonna tree him, make sure he can't run into that. Ooh, Miracle Magnus missing his skewer. It looked like a sure thing, but now he can't get it. And now Miguel is running for his life. Has Sprout still, can block anything in the whole world. Hook shot though, there it is, hits Miguel, gets cogged, can't get away. Battery Assault stopping any sort of teleporting away. And with that, a kill will go for Shadow Fiend, making him get farmed just a little bit more.
Radiant's bottom tower
look at
is
that.
under attack.
Getting rid of those illusions just a little bit. Bounty up top. There are no sentries here. He's got spin still. Him getting stunned. Really trying to kill Wisp. He's the easy kill, and with that, only 2 things, and gets the track gold. Very, very big. That track gold. How much is it? It's 150 to start. 50 for allies though. And with that, Jug is gonna get bigger, even a little bit, and Bounty is gonna get bigger as well. Bulba doing fine. And just bottom, farming up top, getting into ganks when he needs them. That hook shot, the range is just incredible, and he's a sniper with it, no less. Mid, doing fine, nothing wrong here. Cool. I wish I brought water this time. I'm out of coffee, out of water, my throat's starting to get sore. 3 games in a row. Gotta start thinking this out a little bit more. Wisp, still not level 6. Getting to be pretty late, although not essential for him. It really opens up a lot of ganks with that relocate. Team Liquid smoking up. Now, Visage is level 6. Has these invisible spirit bears? No. These invisible gargoyles? No. What are they? Familiar? They are familiars. Invisible familiars. That's a lot of stun coming at them right now. Liquid TC knows he's there. Is he gonna spin in time? Reality Rift doesn't do a thing. If he kept in there, he would have died anyway, and he'll fall. Gonna get stunned a bajillion times. Puts down the ward. I don't think that the healing ward actually gives any sort of bounty, so that's a-okay. Bulba hanging out, just juking around with Miracle a little bit, seeing if he can't stun him. Sees that there is a regen rune here. Might want to let Shadow get it, but knows that he can't, or doesn't want to let him. It's fine. Fluff is going bottom. No, Fluff's just hanging out, doing fine. Mania, doing well, has Orb of Venom. Getting some last hits, good stuff. Bulba is bottom now. Rubik as well. Rise, hanging out, going full support. teleporting in. Looks like they're gonna jump on him. Use a reverse polarity on Korik. He's pretty hurt. CK though porting in as well, countering the port in by Miguel. And with that, the entirety of AL melts. But in comes Unicorn, using that spin, but he can't deal with the damage from Liquid, from Korok, as well as Soul Assumption. Oh, those familiars. One hit from those familiars is going to get them, and because of that, they will move. But Chaos Knight runs in, Reality Rifts, and gets that hit. Korok also killing Rubik Rise right in the middle at around the same time. Bola running in. He's got regen. He's got hookshot. He knows that if Mania is there and he's going to maybe go for him, he can just counter kill. TC is fine. Oh, there he is. Ports in. Miguel goes for the wrong one. Tries to kill it up. Mania is there, though, and kills him with his ult. I want to say, there he is. Does exactly what I said. Runs in, uses his hookshot, stalls everybody up. Those big stuns by the familiars. Even though they know he's invisible, it doesn't matter, though. And with that, a dust is used on him just to see if they can't get him. But Magnus runs in and kills CK. Miracle Magnus running away from Liquid Bulba. He doesn't have a hookshot. He does have Assault Battery, but the casting animation will stop him. It's on the familiar. Seeing if they can't get him in stun range. He's doesn't have haste, and he's getting a little bit hurt, but they just won't be able to catch him up. And with that, a huge run. Rise a little bit out of position. The familiars know that he's there. That could be a lot of stuns on him. But deciding against it, hookshot is not off cooldown. If it had been, I'm sure Rise would have fallen, sadly, but not the case. Shadow Fiend down to 21 souls? Yeah. Down to 21 souls at the moment. That's a-okay. Rise getting no amount of farm in the world, as a good support does, usually. No sound coming from those abilities. Wondering why that is. Rise teleporting them, telekinesing up. Miracle does not have a blink, can't do much. Although in comes Miguel. Here comes CK, and yeah, CK and Wisp coming in just to try to counter everything, but big reverse polarity by big reverse polarity by Miracle Magnus. They're stopping CK from doing anything. And with that, any single time, that's what I'm talking about as far as the Wisp combo. It can be really, really scary. Of course, Rise falling to a really nice hookshot by Bulba, but any single time that they see Miguel teleporting in, all they need to do, as long as Wisp is off a cooldown, they can just counter it, and then it's almost a guaranteed kill of Miguel. And with that, CK, and it looks like Liquid is pulling quite far ahead. Was a little dip just for a second, but that little team fight has brought them back up to 1,500 gold. Experience-wise, they're back up to 1,500 or so. Experience has been all over the charts just a bit. But now, finally, Liquid taking the lead. And Wisp, now that he's level 6, just the utility that extra bit adds is incredibly essential. Miguel running away. They have vision of him, get stunned, and now looks like he's gonna, they're just trying to deny Miguel porting away with these familiars as much as possible. Looks like they might actually go in for you'd think you'd try to kill these familiars since they do give a high bounty. There it is, that one will fall, 100 gold. At this low level, that is huge at the moment. Sorry everybody about my floundery big team fight talks where I just blah 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 blah. Gets a little bit much. There it is, CK Wisp going top. There it is, big stun on Miracle Magnus. They know that if they get him, there's no reverse polarity. Mania being dusted, looks like he can get away, but these familiars are just waiting in the wings, given all the vision in the world. Hookshot landing on Unicorn, doesn't matter, he doesn't have the life to sustain a spin and live forever. Rise, looked like he's gonna fall, he's gonna hide, he does have a stun, but with that, these familiars and their flying vision, he absolutely can't get away. There's no hiding from this. And with that, Liquid pulls even more into the lead. Mania, of course, trying to track as much as he can, but to no avail. Trying to track that Wisp, he's an easy kill. He does not have that much life. But overall, though, oh god, okay, there we go. Overall, though, can't do anything about it. Korok has Shadow Blade, so with that, of course, Bounty Hunter just trying to track him, make sure that they always know where he is with the Shadow Blade going on. Miguel, though, porting bot, Miracle is there as well, just trying to get that tower, maybe split push a little bit and give themselves a little bit of extra breathing room. They're already 2 towers down and 8 kills, and despite Bounty Hunter being on their team, the CK Wisp combo has just been devastating to them so far. Just the amount of stuns and the ability to pick people off. And I think Wisp, yes, he is. He's going Dust. So now, 4 Dust, no less. Visage looks like he's picking up Cloak of Endurance. This is it. Hood of Defiance. God damn, I'm wrong. Okay, that's fine. Shadow Fiend being out of position, maybe thinking he's safe with his Shadow Blade, but against Bounty Hunter, really, really never safe. You shouldn't be relying on that at all. Fluff, though, has Hood of Defiance. You combine that with Gravekeeper's Cloak, and how many layers? 4, 16 times 4. What do you got? 40, 24, 64. Just almost impenetrable to magic. Bulba getting lifted up. Doesn't matter. Reverse polarity just on Wisp, and Liquid just seems to be melting a little bit, although CK is there and has all of his illusions as much as he wants. Gets pushed out and doesn't seem like he can do much. Visage is there, Fluff is there, Console jumps in at his will, and with that, Bounty will fall was dusted, and 1 for 3 is not a good trade. Absolute Legends having a really hard time dealing with this Wisp combo. Any single time there's a team fight, any single time anybody gets caught out, you can't think it's 2 versus 1, it's 3 versus 1, because Wisp and CK will be there invariably. It doesn't really matter. And Wisp, of course, carrying all of the Dust of Appearance that he ever needs, making Bounty Hunter not even safe. It's almost the same thing as Shadow Fiend having Shadow Blade. Is despite that being used as a good escape mechanism, you can't be safe with Bounty Hunter. You can't be safe as Bounty Hunter now, just because the amount of dust being carried is just phenomenal. They never want to let him get away. They don't want to let him ever get away. There we go. Visage now even carrying dust. CK and Wisp hanging out. Liquid, TC, and Mike. Bounty is there, but they don't have... That's not a sentry, that's an observer. A nice offensive observer. And they know maybe if somebody's going to the secret shop, they might be able to port there. If somebody's trying to farm Ancients, they can port there and kill them. Liquid Kurok was just in the forest, getting up his souls, trying to get a little bit more damage, and now just doing a huge amount of damage to his tower. Bottom tower will fall. At the same time, though, a lot of pressure being put on Liquid's top tower. Bulba is going to port in, so it will stand. I don't think they can do anything about it. Ooh. Wisp porting down without CK. Mike porting in without TC, realizing that TC can get a kill on Bounty there. Just kind of bluffing and sending everybody packing, not wanting to let them take that top tower and get that gold. TC in the while, and Liquid at the same time, hanging out bot, just seeing if they can't get another tower, and it will fall. Using these using these familiars more for scouting than anything, and that's, I think, the strongest thing, since you know, knowledge is power. So it's pretty big. Unicorn is there. Oh, looks like he might have had 1 second to either Reality Rift or Chaos Bolt him back, or make him stay there, but with spin and port, it's pretty hard to do anything. Does not have a stun on him. Does not have a basher, I should say. Wisp is hanging out all alone. Unfamiliar territory for a Wisp, I'm sure. Visage. Liquid Fluff getting a little bit of farm. Just getting a little bit more. Has a pipe already. Good against Magnus ult, I suppose. Fade Bolt. What else do we have? And I suppose Fury and ult. There's really isn't too much, but you combine... You might as well go pipe if you're going Hood of Defiance. Is it Hood of Defiance? Yeah, I want to say it is. If you're going to go Hood of Defiance, you might as well go pipe. It's slightly more gold, helps the whole team. You might as well do it. And with that, he just has a huge amount of magical damage resistance. 72. And I don't know if that actually does factor in his Gravekeeper's Cloak. I'll check that when he gets into a fight and actually takes a few hits. I suspect that it does, though, because normally it would be... Oh, of course it does. It's only 30 plus his normal 25 does not make 72. So 72 takes almost no damage from any spells. Rise hanging out, has boots, still doesn't have much farm, no mana. Bounty Hunter going BKB just for that mania, going BKB. Unicorn hanging out, does not have nearly enough farm. let's look at the net worth as well. Ooh, net worth being absolutely dominated by Team Liquid. CK really high up there. Shadow Fiend actually incredibly high up there as well. He can just farm with the best of them. Shadow Rays, of course, incredibly good at farming creeps. Can farm large things like this dragon just by pure damage as well. Fluff is there. Leech on a little bit of experience. Double damage. Ooh, this could be massive on CK. Has a bottle. I don't remember when he got that, but that's A-okay. Doesn't matter. Shadow Fiend took the double damage because, geez, you combine that, it'll be even 300 damage a hit. I think the only thing that can hit them is a pretty big reverse polarity. And even with that, I don't think they have enough front load damage. AbsoluteLegends does not have enough front load damage to really take anybody out. CK has enough life to sustain that one big ult. And if they don't get Karok with it, it's game over. He does enough damage. Miracle Magnus getting caught out, being stunned, doesn't have enough, gets dead before the reverse polarity can ever even land. Doesn't matter though. Unicorn using his ult and spinning away to safety. I don't know if it is safety yet though. Bulba still has hookshot, waiting, baiting it out. Seems he can't get a better beat on him. They don't have vision up here. And with that mid-tower fall, Karok using the double damage, doing massive damage, 330, 40 odd a hit. And with that, Bounty, or no, not Bounty, there it is, CK Wisp, go down, killing Miguel, can't do anything, gets trapped in with him. And as long as Wisp keeps his tether, which he will, they're right back into the fight. That's what makes the Wisp CK combo, or Wisp anything combo, so good. You can run in, port in, kill somebody right away, and you're back in the fight instantly. And that's what makes it so scary. This looking a little lopsided. They do AbsoluteLegends having a really hard time against this team. Net worth just skyrocketing for Team Liquid. The only one who's beating, only one who's even in the, don't even count Wiz, he doesn't count. But the only one who's beating anybody on Team AbsoluteLegends is Prophet, and because of that, I mean, that's Prophet's jam. All he does is make money. Let's just get out of here. But looking at these, AbsoluteLegends knows that they want to go for Roshan. They know that that's one of the only ways they can do it. Trying to maybe smoke gank. Reverse polarity is still up. He keeps getting killed. Miracle Magnus keeps getting killed before any team fight can actually get down. Roshan is falling fast enough, but will it be fast enough before anybody can get there? It looks like it will. A possible rocket snipe though. Oh, as well as CK. CK does not have ult. They do have Wisp combo to get in there. And now checking with that rocket play. They know he's there. Will CK and Wisp port in just to see? Juggernaut getting Vanguard, realizing he's got absolutely no survivability in team fights anymore. He's good for an ult and he's good for a spin. But even while he's spinning, he has a hard time living. And AbsoluteLegends picking up a little bit of a sneaky Roshan there, realizing that they really need to make some good plays and not make any errors anymore at all. Magnus now just pumping up Juggernaut a little bit, having some good stuff. Mania as well, does not have BKB yet. AbsoluteLegends getting just destroyed. Rise not feeding, because of course you can't see anybody feeds in these high level games, but not doing particularly well. Has Chaos Bolt, but his ult's about to run out, and it's not going to be terribly useful. Wisp and CK going top. What move speed they have, jeez Louise. And CK with haste. If he only hastes in and sees Miguel, that is the end of Miguel each and every time. Ooh, Miguel's playing with fire here. Yes, I'm using that. Smoke going in, seeing if they can't bait it out, possibly with Miguel. I don't think they know that they're there. Seeing if they can't smoke gank the CK and Wisp combo. It looks like they will be able to get it. No teleport going in. Oh, gets stunned. Can't reverse polarity in time. Reverse polarities onto TC and ports away. They couldn't kill the Wisp, and with that, Wisp will die. Unless, no, the entire team's going back. They realize they want to send up this team fight. And with that, they should both be coming back. There they go. Here comes it is though. Liquid Bubble initiating, sending it. Mania falling down. Doesn't matter though, because Unicorn just falling to Karok, can't do anything about it. And with that, almost the entirety of, there he is, falling again, stunned a bajillion times. 720 crit, does he have a Daedalus? He does. 520 crit as well. My word, not the greatest play by AbsoluteLegends. went for CK rather than Wisp. Probably should have gone for Wisp. Stunned on Wisp. Maybe would have died, but would have definitely killed both TC as well as Mike, and maybe would have taken, maybe 2 would have died, but with bounty track probably would have came out on top. Not, but then again, when it comes right down to it, the rest of Team Liquid was moving up and was going to have a pretty easy picking day, especially with hookshot. That's at least 1 person down. Miracle Magnus getting caught out by Bulba, thinking that maybe he could live through it, maybe he was stronger, but when it comes right down to it, Miguel is there to heal him up, Rise is there as well, Bulba trying to force staff himself away, Magnus getting all kinds of shocked by these cogs using Skewer, Mania is there, Bulba knows that he has all the life in the world, and CK Wisp combo showing up, doing anything they want. Fluff is there, he's got a gem. There is absolutely no funny bounty hunter business going on anymore, and with that, it seems like a possible game. Who can buy back? Is there any buyback by Magnus possible? There is not. There's no buyback by Prophet either, so this mid tower and all that will fall. There's no reverse polarity. I'm a little bit confused why they're not going in. I suppose they need some creeps, and it's all the way down there, and these annoying trees are stopping it. Good play by Prophet, hanging out there. Ooh, Unicorn being caught out. Let's see if CK and Wisp can get it. The creeps blocking them to high hell. Wisp is going to take them back, I suspect. Not going to break the tether, of course not, and back they go, going mid. Miracle does have reverse polarity. Miracle Magnus hanging out. Unicorn making a hasty retreat down there is so under farmed. Buyback status doesn't matter anymore. Let me close that. Miguel and Mania going bottom, not fearful at all of CK Wisp combo at the moment of Mike and TC, because they know they've just used it, and the cooldown on Wisp is, I can't remember exactly. Relocate, show me. 75 at the moment. Dire, Absolute Legends stalling it a little bit. Big reverse polarity. Bulba sending them back. Doesn't want them to take anything. They know that their entire team isn't there. Absolute Legends can only stall. Using that reverse polarity as a stall. Rise falls immediately. Gets at least a telekinesis off. And now TC using his ult, doing just front loading a huge amount of damage at these towers. Going for the racks. It's racks v racks. They can't throw against TC though. His illusions are too strong. They do too much damage. Visage porting back just to make sure that nothing happens. Seeing if he can't stall the tower even more. TC also porting back, killing what he can. Wisp is there, and with that they'll relocate up top. Wisp only alone. CK is still there, trying to clean up, get as much farm, as many kills as possible. And at the same breath, nobody is there to deal with Kuro. With all the damage in the world, 300 a hit, has Daedalus. Nobody wants to tango with him. Unicorn is there. Miguel ports back, seeing if he can't take the racks, making it a little even. Mid racks is still there. Tower is not, however. Unicorn really wants that racks. The trees will get it at the very least. Kuro being put out. Miguel, ooh, 700 damage. Bulba is there, being annoying. Miguel doesn't look like he'll be able to get away. Wants to sprout himself and get away, but all the flying vision is just going to provide it for Team Liquid. Not going to be able to get away, whatever. Chaos Knight has Manta now, has drums, has Armlet. Can maybe only get a few other items before he's completely tooled out. Magnus not using his reverse polarity, or I should say Miracle Magnus, because it's, ooh, that alliteration. Oh. Miracle Magnus using reverse polarity, trying to use it as well as he can. Hard to do in a game like this. Right now, with CK, they know, I don't think Wisp is with him yet, but with Relocate, Magnus is in such a perilous position. Has Skewer, has Blink, there it is. Blink. Is he going to skewer it? Knocks down the trees, though. Is he going to be able to port away in time? Doesn't look like it. Gets Reality Rifted, stunned, and that's all she wrote about Miracle. Is falling and dying. Bounty, seeing if he can't pick up this chicken. Does get the chicken. Ooh, that was a terrific death animation. Oh my god. Hasn't even finished yet. I'm so glad I didn't move. Mania still working on that BKB. He's ages away from it, but it's still there. Getting another text. This time, it was a text indeed. 5:15, I'm running out of time. People will be home soon. I haven't even showered today. Taking my goddamn time to get ready to do anything. Looking for a pair of boots today. It's going to be important. TC running around. has enough for buyback. I'm absolutely certain Reliable Gold is just skyrocketing. Liquid Kurok, Rise getting hanging out, just trying to stall the creeps a little bit. He knows he's dead. It looks like this might be GG. It's throning v throning, it seems, but with TC's illusions, that seems almost impossible for Absolute Legends to win this one. Throne Race, he calls it, he knows it. Miracle stopping Kurok from going back. Not that it matters. Kurok is here. He's gonna kill Rise in 2 hits. That's all. And with that, there's that TC Wisp combo. Mike and TC doing their own thing. Bulbul has ported back officially, but Mike and TC will be there just fine. And with Wisp's Eye now destroying Mania right before they come back and win it. And with that, that should be a GG by Absolute Legends. I don't see how they could possibly win. A little surprised that Wisp did not take TC back to base. That would have been game, I'm absolutely certain. But kind of interesting. And I don't think most of Dire can buy back. In fact, none of them can buy back. So a little bit odd. Possibly a misplay there. Finally hooking back up again, saying, you know, the bros are back together. Has the eye, has 3,000 because he's always around TC, never wants to die. And with that, Miracle is gonna die. There's that really strong. Oh, using Manta, probably going to be making more illusions with his ult. It will be a Throne Race, and these two alone, as well as Visage, can just take anything that Absolute Legends has to throw at them. Having 3 times the kills as Absolute Legends right now. Team Liquid is roaring ahead. Just trying to put, not insult to injury, but guaranteeing their victory, taking out Unicorn. There is no chance of this anymore. Miguel being caught out, getting cogged, making sure that he can't teleport away. Wisp has nothing to latch to, can't stun him anymore. There it is, stuns him with a creep, no less, and now he will fall. CK is top. A bajillion, why did I use the word? A bajillion illusions popping out. Nobody knows which one's the real CK. Attacking, they all do a huge amount of damage. Just throning whatever he wants all alone. Mania will fall. He doesn't even have to worry. Rise getting 3-shotted by him as well. And with that, Absolute Legends will fall. Liquid will win this set of 3. Prolonging it just a little bit. Never give up. Never surrender. Bulba going in, being a little bit annoying, making sure they can't stop this. The cogs preventing anybody from getting away. Takes the Fountain ages, an entire cog amount of time to get rid of them all. And with that, Liquid wins it 2-1 versus Absolute Legends. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll continue doing some Premier League games and hopefully releasing them all this weekend or so. Keep watching. Feel free to... I think I gotta do the like, comment, subscribe garbage that everybody says. I don't really care. This is just more fun than anything. So thanks.